How do I do it? Are you two in bed? Are you in bed? Sure. Doesn't sound like you are. Oh, that was really hot. Back is killing as well. Oh, so hello, hello, welcome to the broadcast. You know, when you stop and then you feel your muscles like, oh, the back's aching. I didn't realise. So actually, I'll get a bigger pillow. This can feel too big sometimes. It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. I can just let's try this. Let's try this way. No, it's just not right. Well, that's quite nice. Okay. No, it's not. I don't. No. It's just a bit too much. And this one's too little. I'm like the three bears. Goldilocks and the three bears. Okay, that'll do. More. Okay, so welcome to the broadcast. I do these live broadcasts twice a week, on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. No, sorry. Change that. I do the broadcast Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. But I have links below the video to my website, so you can check my stream times and check other things. So go to rebekahmaroon.com to make sure that I'm streaming and see what I'm doing. So, and that's a link below the video. So I normally do the introduction, and then you can just sit and see what comes up, and you can ask questions if you feel to through Skype, and my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. If you do ask questions, then please make them as clear as possible. So just write, my question is this, and then just write a very clear question. Or you can write, can you call me, or can I call in? And I'll call you on Skype. But first I'll introduce the subject, which is non-duality, not to, and then you can call in or message in. I have no idea what will come out. I'm just kind of open to whatever comes out. But I have named this stream not to, so it will be along those lines, hopefully. So this is what is happening. And it's not two. You can't find two in what's happening. It's direct, it's immediate, it's full. It is. And it's not two. Like, where is the two? Where is the separation? The separate observer, or the separate witness to life, to what is happening? Where could that possibly be? So there are the sounds of the children on the intercom. Maybe you can't hear it, I don't know. There's the bright light from the lamp. There's the camera light. There's the computer screen, the laptop screen, the sound of this voice, the glass, the space, the bum on the seat, the feet on the cushion, the hands holding the cup. This is what is what's happening. Now, who is it happening to? Where can you find a someone it's happening to? Where do you find the listener of the children, or the listener of the computer humming? Where do you find the looker of the camera, the looker of the computer? And thought may produce answers to those questions. Thoughts may arise attempting to answer. But who's thinking those thoughts? Where's the producer of those thoughts that claim to be the answer? this is something that has to be investigated and seen. It can't be believed. So it will flip to not being believed. This has to be seen that this is happening freely, that it's not happening to someone. The sounds, the sensations, the vision, the emotions, the thoughts. It's like when that illusion's playing, it's like it's moving out, looking out, seeking out. It's in this timeline, the future. It's moving to find the answers or fulfillment in this outward movement. And this is more of a going in. And this is a description, not a prescription. I'm saying this is a going in that happens. A stopping of the going out. It's not even a going in, it's like the out stops being out. The border of in and out disappears or dissolves. But still, in talking about it, I would say it's more of a going in than a going out, but ultimately, it's neither. But it seems that way. This is not a discovery that's found in time or in the seeming external. It's a very intimate discovery. A very intimate discovery. A beautiful discovery. A priceless discovery. It may not have value in the marketplace. It may not put you on top of the hierarchy of worldly attainments or worldly, I don't know, like groups or something. But it's a priceless attainment or discovery. It's freedom. Freedom. It's freedom. It's beyond the value of this world. So then if it's not of a value for this world, this reality, then who will turn towards this? It has no value. You can't show it off. You can't use it in some way. But it's freedom. So I don't really have anything to offer or to offer. I can just sing about this freedom. I can just speak about it. And maybe there'll be a resonance with that. I can't offer it because it's what you are. It's what is. It's all that is. It's the essence of everything. So who am I to offer it? And to who I offer it to? It's what this is. But it's just a pointing to that, a pointing beyond that illusion that's claiming to be someone, that's covering up, seemingly covering up this freedom, this contraction and this story of you that gives the impression that there is two, that there is you and there's life. So this is a pointing back to that which is beyond you, beyond that story. There's been so much energy and investment in that story of you that it is painful. The withdrawal of that story, the momentum of that story seems strong. But this is out of the bag. This is out of the bag now. It's spreading more and more, this message. That freedom and love isn't found in the world, isn't found in seeming external. That what you are is that freedom, is that love. That you aren't limited to a human expression. That human expression is appearing in what you are. Excuse me. Just amazing how it's even possible. I think it's amazing. That the human experience can include a whole movie of what's not happening. A whole movie of imagination, memory. It's just amazing. But then that's also the suffering. That you are that movie. That movie is true. But how amazing, nonetheless, it's just incredible. It's incredible. So this is the freedom. Right here is the freedom. I mean, isn't that the result of a timeline? It's not about getting to the future where freedom is discovered. Freedom is here. That is such a beautiful present. That freedom is always here, always, no matter what imaginations appearing, of horrors, of hells. Freedom is always here, always. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. You could have the highest high or the lowest low, and it's always freedom. The freedom isn't found in the high or in the low. They're temporary expressions of high and low, pain, pleasure. Always there's freedom beyond that seeming duality, beyond that movement, that change. This reality of form is change, always changing, moving. And the sufferings that you're in that constant change, battling against the changes, trying to keep the pleasure and keep away the pain. But that's not where freedom is found, in keeping constant pleasure and avoiding pain. And it's like the more, when this is glimpsed that you aren't in form, there can be a relaxing of the body, of that tension. And all pleasure and all pain is expressed and experienced, but it's not affected. You aren't affected by that movement, by that expression. You aren't. I feel like crying again. This message is so beautiful. So beautiful. You aren't. You aren't. That's the freedom. But you don't exist. That's the freedom. And then the love part is that you are everything. Everything that's appearing is what you are. But you aren't limited to that. Okay, I've done enough talking. Hi, Jamila. So you're free to ask questions on Skype. video and then tell them off. You two in bed? Come on. I said to Kamala, "Are you sleeping?" She says, "Yeah." Hi, Maroon, I think. Can you help us to find and abide in that space? I mean, masters of the past suggested self-inquiry, for example. Like I'm screaming of that space. Like when there's that resonance with these talks, it's that space. It's that's resonating. Like that's what I'm pointing out. Is that space, if you like, space. That's what all of the talks are about, the retreats are about. The mind wants to find it. The mind wants to find that space. It wants to find it as a thing, so it can know it and own it. But beyond that seeking mind is that space. It is. It allows that seeking mind to appear. So this isn't hidden. It isn't hidden. It's just the noisiness of that mind, of those thoughts. Give the impression of it being covered up. But it can't be. How exciting. Thank you, Maro. Thank you. Who was next? Oh, hi, Jackie. Wow, that's a hard answer. That's a big one. The little black dog died last weekend. We speak about death. Black dog. Which one was that one? Black dog. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jackie. It's freedom. It's freedom. We think of it as a sad thing, the loss of something, but it's actually freedom. We think we've lost something. Like we had something, now we've lost it. So we're mourning for our own loss, really. Our own imagination, what we thought we had, and now we don't have. Doesn't mean that it's bad to cry. I mean, if you lose a dog or a child or someone you know, of course there'll be sadness and tears, but it's actually freedom. It's just the end of that experience of dog, of child, of person, the end of that particular flavour, that particular conditioning bundle, that form. That's all it's the end of. It's just that. There's not someone in that body who's lost or not anymore. We think this is a real experience, that this physical waking reality is real. It's real and it's serious and it's the most important thing. But when the body's sleeping, this isn't, and there's no big deal about it. This reality isn't anymore, and there's no problem with that. It only appears in the morning when the brain starts functioning again and the eyes open, then this reality begins. This appearance begins. We give it so much importance. I don't want to cover up your grief, but I'm not saying to don't grieve or don't feel sad about the dog dying. It's a part of what happens. Life forms. They're born and then they die. It's a part of this. Thank you, Jackie. Lots of love to you and Emma and the other dog. Oh, hang on a minute, sorry. Hello. Hi. Need that number there. Thank you, Jackie. Brian. Hi, Brian. Why not two, but not all one? Why not two, but not all one? All one. All one. I don't know. One sounds like it's something. Like one is a thing. Whereas not two, you can't really make it into a thing, into a thing. Not two. You can't conceptualize it. Whereas you can one. There's a picture of something whole, which should have borders as a thing. This isn't a thing. So not two seems more appropriate. How do you suggest a kind of self-inquiry? No, I don't promote self-inquiry, as in questioning who am I, and trying to, from doing that, leading to discovery of what you are. I don't suggest that practice. I don't say it's wrong either. If you feel to do that, then by all means do that. I don't say anything about it really. I don't suggest anything. I don't. I just speak about this freedom. That's all that I do. Just speak about this freedom and this love. The question is really, what are you looking for? Self-inquiry for what? What purpose? What are you looking for? That's kind of more important, really. Hi, thanks Duke, thanks Brian. Hi Claudia. Hi Rebecca. Could you please elaborate when you talk about this message and love? Elaborate. I don't know. On which part? I mean, my whole talk's about that. I don't know what else you want to say. I don't know. What I can say, what's coming is like, you won't find freedom and love in the world of form. You won't find it. You can't find it. What I'm saying is love and freedom is what this is. So you won't find it in the moving, changing forms. Whether it be people or things or experiences or concepts, knowledge, highs. It's not in that changefulness. So to me, it seems like it's twofold. To me, it's twofold. It's the seeing that you aren't, the seeing of nothing, or seeing of emptiness. And not seeing like a mental thing of seeing it, but seeing it beyond seeing it, like a collapsing. I don't know what else to say it as, describe it as, that you aren't. What happens, that happens intellectually, mentally, but then it can happen also energetically. That you aren't something here. This is emptiness. Emptiness looking, emptiness speaking, emptiness feeling, emptiness hearing. But there's nothing, you aren't limited in this body. You aren't. So there's that part, and then there's the makes me laugh. It sounds so contradictory, but it's so beautiful. Then there's the everything part, which is love. And that to me feels like being stroked, like a sense of strokeness. Not all the time, but the sense of being stroked by everything. Everything. Sound of the children, the bum on the seat, the breath, the light. Everything is it. And there's just that. And it's love. And there really isn't two. I just have to say it like there's two parts, but it's just how I explain it. But it's seen that it's not two. That everything is nothing. So that bum on the seat is nothing, being bum on the seat. It's nothing, being the children's voices on the intercom. This is the intimacy of being. Oh, you're welcome, Claudia. It's been really lovely. Thank you for all the questions this evening. Really nice. Jude, Jackie, Maura, Brian, Claudia. So I'm back. I'm back on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. I forget what days or what times. Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Sunday, yes. Okay. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.